Hmm. Oh, right. I apologize. Y'all don't need to see that. Gone. Also, why is this doing this? Now it's much better. I have a problem, y'all, and I need to play this game more. That's it. Hi, Beanie Baby. I hope you're doing good. Hi, Alice. How you doing, sweetie? The goat who is in a lot of pain. Why are you in a lot of pain today? You okay? Let me get to you guys in chat first before we get stuck in. So I would like, before we rude, no. You're gonna just sit there and you're gonna fucking take this, love, alright? I don't know, this is a new pain, so I don't know. But how are you all? Yes, no. Get perceived, get loved. Oh, then I guess I'll just be downright disrespectful. Hold on. I must be very hateful. Yep. Thank you for the shout out. Anytime, hun. Back to doing my tasks in game. You have fun playing your game. So it's a new pain. I hope it goes away. Hey Annie, how you doing? I have a doctor visit in a few days, so let's to see what might be causing it. Nice. I hope they find it. Time dust the wood. Trying to be okay. You know, it's important that we try it all to begin with. I booped the streamer. Okay. Thank you for the boop. All right. So here's the deal. Here's the deal for this playthrough. A lot has happened within a week. I might be. I don't even want to say it for it might come true. Then don't. You don't gotta say anything anyways. For now, Annie, welcome in. I just hope I'm a place for you to forget it for now. You know, sometimes that's all we need. Okay, trigger fire, I'm gonna have to move over a little bit. I should have did this. Way some time ago, but it's fine. Where is my background? There it is. Boop. Oh, we don't know. Right now I am under the operations that it is a paid DLC, as they have shown us is that the DLC campaign is roughly, for experienced players, 20 hours. And they said explicitly for experienced players. Thank you for the iPad, Speedy baby. And we know it's going to take place in the past. We might see stuff at the Monad Charity House.
Can you hear me?
We might even see the lead up to the Alchemist in Geppetto's age. We don't know how far back it is. We just know it's earlier in the days of Crop.
We need your help.
We might even see Arlecchino be a big murderer. There is literally everything is on the table right now. They haven't given us any information. They've just said, join our Discord. We're gonna give you guys and some streamers exclusive access to content. And for the Discord side, I'm pretty sure it's more just like watching the content. You know? And I'm here for it. I'll take a little bit of personal time off of work to be a part of that. Jiminy.
I see that my name is Jiminy. Please escort him to
Okay,
the hotel.
so you laugh, Garu. But that means shit.
Let's get you out of there. Find
All right,
something to
so I'm doing something interesting. Interesting for me. Interesting for me.
It'll be helpful on your...
So, what I am doing is I'm not allowed to increase my weight capacity. Which obviously would be capacity. The reason being is everything revolves around capacity for the most part. Your defense, because each of the gears increases in weight with every iteration. Capacity also gives you Legion Arm. So, what I'm planning is to just start with the heavy and use like a knife. And never once upgrade capacity. If there's something in the P organ that allows for more weight, sure. I can't do a strength build. I'm locking myself out of bigger weapons by not boosting capacity. Let me refamiliarize controls. Light attack. Heavy. Block. Legion arm. Alright, I'm back. Oh, hold on. Wait. Yeah, I know, you're closing 53 tabs. I know. Come on. There we go. Beautiful. Give. Picking some up now? I didn't think you'd have a sweet tooth. Well, any more than what you already had, of course. Back up. Okay, yeah, it is. Still hold the dodge button to run. Rude. Just those cheap ass dog ass chocolate drops. The ones that sometimes have the jimmies on them. You know the kind? The jimmies. You mean the sprinkles? I believe so. Assuming I've got my terminology and my slang right. Yes, but also no, because I don't really get in. I'm like, I'm not into sweets that much. I know. The round rainbow colored ones. I think I know what you're talking about, but I can't. I can't. I can imagine them vividly, but I'm not super familiar with them. Sorry, man.
Oh, come on, Bobby.
Man, part of me almost feels bad for how quickly that went down. But then the other part of me remembers I'm gonna need that. I'm gonna need to not be, I'm gonna need to be brutal, I'm gonna need to be unrelenting. The block button is my friend.
This, as we are, gather ergo with the stargazer.
So see this right here, all that lovely weight going up, that's not allowed. That doesn't exist. Y'all are curious what Doofus DM'd you what I mean? Okay, hold on. What the fuck? You could have just joined the call and told me. Okay. So they are kind of what I was imagining, but they're different. Yeah, I know, fair enough. I shall go eep now. Good eep, Puff, honey. Rest well. You're specifically craving the yellow ones? What, you trying to tell me you're a vanilla flavored kind of guy? Where's the other dogs? Come on. Okay, I don't appreciate the gang. Gave me the pregnant lady cravings, the abyssal sugar gap that has been left. I mean, it could be worse. You know? You could want pickles with ice cream. Or make it even worse, deep fried pickles with deep fried ice cream. It's a thing. I can't even blame the US for it, but it is a thing. I can't buy ice cream without first writing a will and testament. That's not as entirely true, but also, yeah, I get it. Just rip all of that progress on your gastrointestinal tract you've got for recovery. Was there an item in here, or was this just shortcut? Just shortcut, okay. Man, I'm doing stab gameplay, and I'm not even using the riposte weapon. Like, I could tank it right now because I'm on second highest dose of medication. Yeah, but that's one of those things of you just get a scoop and nothing more to begin with. Ideally. You know? Well, you got me. I didn't have to die, but you certainly lowered me. Big Bunny Club, I'm gonna keep on dancing to the Big Bunny Club. Yeah, you should. Don't get in trouble, sir. I don't need my mod getting carted off to the big house on a speeding ticket. Or God forbid, reckless driving ticket. Vanini's urgent repair toolkit. Oh, Jay just mean pay more attention to my shopping, but yeah, I will also drive safe. Wow, not even already at the checkout line. Rip. Rip doof. Rip his wallet. Him out here shopping hungry. You gonna regret that. I know I do every time I go into a Wally and I'm hungry. God, I forgot just how much this area just really does it for me, because like I could just get rid of all of my audio right now and just let this game's background noise, barring the circus stuff that's about to happen. Just this would be good ASMR area. for me. It's good white noise. I certainly fucking feel it anyways. Oh wait. No, the damn.
Welcome to Krot, visitor.
Alright. Tiger, shouldn't you be on your own stream? Shoot. Thank you, but shoot. Go take care of your own cubs.
The whole
You little nut.
organization fell apart. You ought to buy something while you're at the festival.
But thank you, but seriously, go take care of your cubs.
Out here alone?
Ooh, I can buy the win button. Oh, he only had the 3 to begin with. I think we'll be fine. We could do this. The Ezra Dragon's great. Hello, Jerry. How you doing? Oh, some succulent gains. Hey, brother. How's the gym treating you? Hello, Jerry. Moon Remix RPG? Ooh, what's that? Hello, how you doing? Oh, thank you for the bork. We love the bork, we love the puppers. For those that are coming in, the DLC coming out in the summer, I'm huffing the copium that the DLC means June. So I decided we're gonna start a playthrough in May, and I honestly am surprised I didn't start it sooner. However, I'm doing myself a little bit of a challenge for me, because I'm not allowed to touch the capacity stat. Which means I am locked at this weight. There will be ways I can work around that. But it's also just kind of like one of those. It has its own thoughts and minds on that. It's a game about helping the creatures that an RPG protagonist killed. Anti-RPG. That's crazy. It's fucking crazy. Bonkers even. It's just going started. It's just getting started. This is my challenge run. I cannot increase my weight stat, which means I am limited in what I can do defensively, so I have to be good offensively. And obviously there's ways around it. There's a charm that increases my weight capacity, and so I will be using that. I have to use that. But like all of my armor is increasingly big. It's more constantly. Now, the whole point of this is like I get punished more and I die more for it, for all of my greed. That's the whole point of it. Mind you, I'm also used to the game to the point where that may be a bad idea. We will see that take more of an effect later in the playthrough than we will early in. That much is certain. With my soul, you run your pockets full of money that you steal from the poor, way down the hill. Ring that bell.
The hotel security excludes puppets like you.
Ah, puppets like me. Puppets like me. I'm a natural liar. Oh, I have a dumb idea. I have a dumb idea for a thing that I can maybe get away with doing. That's gonna require me to take a night off and just try and do it. Who are you? I am a woman. Welcome in. I can't wait for the DLC. I need that 20 hours of gameplay. Actually, we're gonna let this play out. So clearly this is showing that the fishing hamlet before these guys came in and found Ergo. And this is showing Geppetto playing with the puppets trying to make the pea organ. This is showing the factory being, you know, mass production. So I'm not really seeing anything that could get recontextualized by the DLC. Except for maybe like that earliest part. We got no strings to hold them down, right? Funny you say that. In the trailer for the DLC, somebody is actively wielding a puppet the same way the final boss does in this game. Except more like visibly side-by-side fighting, if I recall. And dude, the fucking that glove looks so fucking sick. If it isn't our time-traveling, non-existent girlfriend.
I am Sophia. I've been waiting. You must have questions. Geppetto, he was last seen on Elysian Boulevard. Please find Geppetto on Elysian.
Hold on. I did forget one more thing because I did see a little bit of stutterage. I'll just put it on high. I don't need it on best. I'd rather have it be functional than stutter.
I heard about you. You should take this.
Man, I'm not gonna get to use this as much because of freaking. Well, maybe if I do go all in on one stat. Yeah, we can work it. We can work it. The one time I wish things were across all saves.
Unexpected. It's a shame. If it doesn't turn up so.
Did you lose a game?
I was. It comes. He's fine, that old man.
Gonna be lurking and snacking. You have a good snack and a good lurk, my dude. Take care.
It suits you. For a moment there, you look just like.
Was talked over and ignored. I'm sorry, honey.
When you get to my age, your memories are like good friends, and just as distracting.
I know how that is. You don't deserve that. No one deserves to be talked over when they're playing together.
People have thanks for keep. I see you lie. People on the out. I see you're here. You lie. People on the out.
It's not even about being soft-spoken. It just feels like...
Some. Make yourself. If you have any questions.
Even if it is about being soft-spoken, it just makes you feel like you're not even there, and that honestly hurts. I don't like it when people do it to me.
Welcome to my name. Please let me at hotel. Welcome to the Grand First Floor, second, third, fourth. I've told you about the Grand First Floor.
Look at Gemini. That's unknown. Wait. Krat is. Be careful.
I'm sorry, Beanie Baby.
I'll use my power.
Is why I hate playing games like that, because unless you're loud and overbearing, you're not heard. I know. No, trust me, I get it. And it's because of that, those people that are loud or overbearing, it makes it hard to enjoy games that rely very heavily on communication. It's okay, Beanie. You get some good rest. You just call it a night, get some good eepies, and you'll be okay. It's a new day tomorrow.
Hey, let's be more careful. The Black Rabbit Brotherhood. I hate these guys. But don't be alarmed. My name is Gemini. We'll talk later, when we're safe.
Yes. 5 feet in front of us.
I'm Jim. Last time, I'm sorry.
Also, I forgot, but there are actually pretty sure if I don't read these, sometimes I can just miss out on emotes if I don't. I forget which ones, but I know it's a thing. I'm assuming that was rats and not bats. I'm gonna go hide. You have a good rest of your night. No. You have a good rest of your night, Beanie. And when you want to come back and eat, you just come on back. I'm not really going anywhere.
Elysian Boulevard was a regular rich people row. You wanted fancy boutiques and shops. No place better. That was long ago. Before the puppet frenzy.
I mean, the puppet frenzy wasn't really that big of a deal in terms of the grand scheme. Like, when you know all the context. Man, that lovely juicy defense I'm just leaving on the floor. Wonder if I can sell those. Sorry, I wonder if I sell them, they're good ergo returns. If they're not worth it, but if they are, hee, I'ma sell. We don't need that.
Well, I didn't really get to bully him, but it was certainly a swift victory. All right. Is it just you? That's what I thought. I could have sworn one of these guys was a pikeman. My memory of these is better than I thought. Come to puppy. There is a shortcut down here. Man, I forget you can hear the gears in our movements so early in. That was rude. Try to hit me. With that's an actual puppy. I'm coming. All right, I'm supposed to hit it on every tick. Right, that is on me. I will just do better. Let me up. There we go. I forgot I added the Ivan version of Weech. This is one of the... Yep. I maybe have been playing a little bit of footsie there, but I'm actually surprised I'm getting away with this. Life amulet. The first weight increase that I can't really... Actually, that's not true. That's like the third. What is my weight at right now anyways, since I lowered my weapon? I'm at 40%. And if I put this on, it's gonna put me at what, 42? Okay, I'm still under 50. As far as I'm aware, we are sitting pretty with that.
Why, hello. I know what you're thinking. Don't worry. For your info.
Rip. Okay, we're gonna have this. Oh, my PNG froze. Like you were the only man. Didn't I give you everything that a woman possibly can? Man, I haven't heard this song in a while. Or maybe I've not been paying attention, because apparently it's in my list. Haral.
Oh yeah, good point, Ash. I should pre-order Night Rain.
Right? I'm gonna wait for the payday before and pre-order the deluxe then.
Well, you know what's funny? My schedule change for next week makes it like a little extra easy.
Yeah, you getting that inflex, the flex cash.
Yep, I'll be getting an extra bump of income for the extra hours. Not a huge amount though, because I have unpaid breaks that get worked into there. Because it's an 8-hour shift, so I have to.
Yeah, but even then, you know,
it's only half an hour per day.
Exactly.
So it ends up being a 37.5-hour pay week instead of a 30-hour pay week.
I just
more or
ate
less an
that
extra 8
Pikeman
hours.
face. Ugh. You feel disgusting. I feel bad. I let a Pikeman just shove that thing in me. So how is the shopping trip?
I was fine. I didn't have a lot to get. It just, I was taking a while at place of work. As I've been doing after I finish, which is why I get home late. I'll usually clock off and then sit down on my phone for 10 minutes to rest my legs a little bit before I get back up and walk around again.
That's what I used to do when I worked at the convenience store. I would get out of, I would clock out, close up. I would go sit in my car. Well, my truck, but that's not the end of there.
Yeah, but kind of being in the habit of that, I'll usually like check my messages and emails and stuff.
Butterfly? Why is the ergo reacting like
Ain't no shame in it.
If you want to check it out,
Hey yo, what
I
is
can
this?
take point.
What?
Elden Ring Shadow of the Erd Tree, the vinyl collection.
Oh yeah, I saw that too.
I need to listen to the OST of Shadow of the Erd Tree. Oh yeah, also last week they passed 30 million tarnish, ladies and gentlemen.
But how many of them were shadows? The world may never know. Until Night Rain. I wonder, that actually does bring me to wonder just how big Night Rain is gonna be.
I don't imagine it'll be too big.
Yeah, but it's their first attempt at PvP.
I feel like it was yeah. I feel like it was a good move, them having come from the success of Elden Ring to be like, hey, here's more or less the same game, but it's a multiplayer mod with some structure and everything to get people to come back after having had the long RPG experience.
Well, it's better to do it with Elden Ring than to try it on Dusk Bloods. Right? Because it was like, do Night Rain, then Dusk Bloods.
Yeah. We'll see about Dusk Bloods. I'm curious about what it's going to be.
I am as well, but there's just like looking at its graphical fidelity from the thing alone, it's just like there's gonna be so many snobs that refuse to even touch it because of how it looks, because it's a Nintendo console game. And you can't
it's
tell
the first
me.
trailer. I'm sure it'll look fine because the Switch 2 hardware is not terrible.
Yeah, it's
like,
nothing to
pretty
sneeze at.
impressive.
But there's still gonna be people
Like,
that
I'm looking
are.
at the, again, first trailer for the new Mario Kart, and I'm like, dang, this game's looking good.
I know,
like,
right?
visually.
But even then, it's just one of those. We're gonna have to literally wait and see, because there's gonna be people that just hold that first teaser trailer in their head only, and they're gonna just be
that's what we're gonna
snubs.
see for like. I doubt we're gonna get anything new about it for the rest of the year. So
I beg to differ. I think we'll see something.
yeah, I suppose once Night Rain's out, although they'll be supporting Night Rain, so
Yeah, but what I mean is like at the Game Awards
it'll be a team divided.
in like November or December, we'll hear something.
Even like the marketing team will still be divided because like they'll need to advertise you know, post-release Night Rain content, as well as also working on promo for Duskblood stuff once there's more to show.
It's gonna be a weird.
Oh, baby. Thank you so much. You're right.
It's gonna be a really weird launch.
Please.
She said the baby was at
Because-
City Hall. Should we check it out? I hope everybody's safe.
They're basically putting up two very similar games.
At least it has a release year. I can be excited about that. As opposed to Elden Ring, where it got a trailer in like 2019. And then they were like, Yeah, that's it for like 2 years.
Although, if we're gonna be real, like, realistically, that is because Nintendo. And why I say that is because Nintendo likes to hold out until they have concrete stuff to show these days.
Well, I'm talking specifically about Elden Ring. Like, all we really did have, basically until it was not too far away from coming out, was that one 2019 trailer. And it wasn't even much of a trailer. It was like, hey, this is the name of the next game. And then that was it.
You are right on that
like
front.
literally 2 years. I believe 2021 was the next like info tidbit that we actually got. And then I believe it was just that for a pretty good while too, like close to another year. And then it actually finally launched in, I believe, 2023. Let me just fact check myself here. I want to say it was March of 2023. Nope, March of 2022. Okay. I think Elden Ring has just been so ever present in media that like it just feels less old than it actually is.
I know, right? But it's just that it's got that quality. At the end of the day, that's the truth of it. It has the
February
quality.
25th. It's still recent enough that I can remember that I had taken time, that I had booked time
you had
off
taken 2
when it
weeks off,
launched,
and then
it got delayed a month, so I had to book another week off.
And then to top it off, you got fucked over by your ISP.
Yeah, that was also annoying because we wanted to multiplayer some stuff. And
we did.
I couldn't even stream it because my internet was dead.
It was very annoying, yeah, unfortunately. But that's okay.
Speaking of which, I'll have to suss out some stuff too, because me and Comin have been talking on and off about the whole, you know, the October stuff with Twitch.
The what?
With the VODs and whatnot.
Mm-hmm.
Of like, I've been kind of workshopping solutions to the VODs existing without having to put in much work, and I only thought about this today on the drive home, and I was like, well, assuming my internet can handle it, what if I just do what a lot of people are doing and just multi-stream also to YouTube? Because then, you know, YouTube doesn't have that problem of that they don't want to store the VODs in server space anymore. So if I stream to both, it has
and hear me out.
Audiences,
if you
can't
hear me out,
YouTube.
Hear me out. If the VOD, if you can't multi-stream, because Twitch lets you do this, Twitch lets you just directly upload your VOD right from Twitch to YouTube. You just have to go into the Twitch VODs and be like, post.
Welcome to...
Yeah, but the other thoughts I've been having is like the style of stuff that I do isn't very like interacty, so like I've kind of felt for a while that Twitch hasn't been the best platform for what I do specifically, so I wanted to try out also streaming to YouTube to see how it's engaged with on that platform.
Honestly, I don't blame you in any way, shape, or form. I've been having that
like
thought too.
Kind of dealy. You know, it's fun when people pop in chat and everything, but sometimes it's also not. So like, I've kind of felt for a while that I would probably be more comfortable putting stuff out there that is just kind of out there to be enjoyed at your own pace, as opposed to, you know, needing to show up at a time. Because that's also an issue I have, is like sometimes things come up and I can't do stuff. Like I do my best to at least be consistent with time I put aside with other people, just because I don't want to be putting people out. If I've said like, hey, yeah, I'll come along and do this, like us, you know, playing Dark Souls 3 currently, me and Comin doing games on Fridays. things like that, like, because those times, that's what that time is for, and I try to have it be as rigid as possible because A, I enjoy it, and B, I don't want to put people out when, like, I don't want to suddenly be like, hey, so I can't actually do that because, like, I'm not feeling well or something came up and I have to, I'm like, I have other stuff that I have to do that unfortunately is more urgent, like things like that.
I'll use my power.
But then on the flip side of it too, I've always felt it from my own personal experience, let alone how, well, like, I guess I am just going from my own personal experience, but I find that even just the raw VOD experience is better over on the YouTube side. Like when people upload stuff that way, I tend to enjoy going through it that way. I feel like like YouTube has a better player. It's better at tracking where you were at if you need to pop away from it and come back later. So that's more or less how I watch most things. Like when I'm going to bed, it's just like it gets 100% of my attention, and I usually will watch something front to back. But if I'm just listening to stuff while I'm doing other things at home, or like while I'm doing boring stuff like packing at work, or lately I've also been taking my earbuds with me when, like, after work, when I do like my little shop before I go home and everything, just to have that extra little distraction. And then also at home when I'm cooking and stuff too. But yeah, so I figured, like, if that's more how people have been enjoying what I've been doing as opposed to kind of like showing up to the live event sort of thing, obviously I don't mind that. Like if people are enjoying what I do in general, then like that's great. I'm happy if I can provide anything that people are enjoying. But I think it's been a good little reminder to think about this kind of thing. And the other part of it too is, like, it's not even like a compromise or anything. Like, assuming that my setup can handle it, then I don't really lose out on anything, because like I'll still be going live on Twitch, and then it will also be live on YouTube, and then that will automatically have the VOD there so that people who are following there can just watch it at their leisure.
I don't blame you for having any of this thoughts, because nothing against Twitch, but it's kind of a bad place, you know.
I mean, there's plenty of good people on here.
Oh yeah, there's plenty of good people on here, but I mean, as a company, it's really bad for its content creators and its community members.
Yeah. And I mean, being fair, a lot of that just comes down from Amazon directly. Like, not a lot of it really comes from Twitch itself.
No, that's not true. Twitch was heading this direction before Amazon obtained it.
Did you change weapons before I left?
Yeah, I grabbed the little one. The balanced weapon. I lightened my load so I can increase my defense.
Oh, funny thing about this boss fight, I saw it in a video. If you go get one of the robots, like the big robots from earlier, and just lead them kind of to this boss fight, or as close to as you can, and then lead Mad Donkey to the robot that's like near this boss arena, you can actually have them fight each other. And there's actually a few times where you can do that, like just situationally allows for it. And it comes from a generalized mechanical thing of that all enemies in the game are like, what do you call it? They're like scripted to fight each other.
Gets destroyed for
which I believe is just from certain parts of the game where like that's a set piece. Like you've got like robots fighting carcasses or humans fighting carcasses or whatever. But that's just kind of a blanket rule for the whole game. It's not just certain scripted areas.
No. I'm familiar with that.
Yeah.
I just never thought it applied to the hunters.
Yeah. So Mad Donkey, as an example, is coded as a human. And more or less how it works is like these different factions, like human, puppet, and carcass, more or less are their own factions, and they will fight other factions on site if they come across each other.
I've never seen this, so I'm gonna see.
Yeah, I can't remember if it was these ones or if you had to lure one of the bigger ones somehow, but like I remember seeing in the video, they're like, it's a bit tricky because they want to like rubber band back to where they're supposed to be, but you can get them close enough that they'll fight each other. I think it might be easier to do with luring the donkey over to the edge and then getting the cop robots to fight. Probably did a good idea to get in range of a melee attack now and then just to like refresh it.
Ah, fuck it. I don't have the Legion for it anymore.
I still have this Elden Ring search. Dang, still 9 out of 10 on Steam. Hell yeah.
Stop showing up already.
Did I wishlist Night Rain? Might have forgot to. Looks like I did. Oh, hi Sly.
I'm alright, kidding. How you doing? Aside from terrible. Body feeling terrible. Why are you feeling terrible?
$55 dues, you say?
Yeah, I'm thinking if I go on to one of the other websites, it'll be a little cheaper. That's my thinking.
I can have a look at that.
Closer to release, more specifically, I should say. Some say demons are fighting me in my sleep. Why would I have to fight you? You submit naturally.
Ah, stupid login pop-up thing. Huh, okay, well looking at Fanatical, the prices aren't that different, at least for over here. It's like 50 cents cheaper for the normal edition. Oh wait, no. Never mind, I can't read. Wait, I can read. Yeah, it says 12% off, but it's only like 40 cents cheaper. So I guess they're thinking the normal price is like...
a damn minute. Like, squeeze you're learning. That's the point, yes.
Countdown to release. 21 days.
I'll kill you both, then string you along the bridge.
Yeah. So they're saying normal price 62. And then discounted to 54.55, which is like 40 cents cheaper. How strange. Whereas on Steam, it's just 54.95. And then for deluxe edition, 77.95 on Steam, 75.67 on Fanatical. So that's like a couple bucks. But even then, I think we've talked about this before, and I'm just thinking, I'm like, I don't know if I see there's not really much of a benefit to me personally for picking up the deluxe edition, so I'm probably just gonna pick up the standard edition.
Love you, buddy. Love you too. I felt terrible. Yo, no, it wasn't you. Okay, fair enough. Hey, Jake.
You defeated the mad donkey.
Yeah, without really abusing his open back. So I am content.
Or just parrying him until his weapon breaks and he can't possibly kill you.
I did parry him till he broke his weapon. But that was also like half, like 3/4 into his health bar. It wasn't, now I'm gonna do damage to him. I'm now thinking doing a battle, but not a battle. You got it, Space Heater.
Was his weapon ever good? I don't remember it ever being good.
I don't remember it ever being good either.
It's a dream.
Here you go, Panda. You get some love, buddy.
Seeing you like this.
Oh yeah, I could have did that.
Why some people despise
No, you're
But I was
good.
busy reading Elden Ring stuff.
I'm literally in the cutscene that I'm gonna dial speed through.
will catch up. I want to hear will catch up.
Nunu's doing what I do, but on the first playthrough.
What?
Just mashing through dialogue.
Yeah, I know. You with your menus, me with my dialogue and story. It's a horrible habit of mine.
I do what I've learned to call casual speedruns so that people don't get upset that I'm just not listening to the dialogue or reading it.
That's true, but even then, it's
like,
just
no,
like...
it's a casual speedrun. I'm trying to beat the game fast on the first playthrough. Before there's like formal strats.
So about that, you find any?
Ah man, I sent you the link to they did a little clip IGN first for one of the 8 bosses for Night Rain. Libra, creature of night.
Yeah, and I know exactly the clip you're talking about. I've seen it already.
Yeah. I watched a little bit of it and I was like, oh, this looks neat and difficult. I'm glad it looks difficult. I know we need to take the gaming skills of gaming journalists at face value, but
Dude, I watched some of those hits and I'm just like, so you're engaging with the death mechanic on purpose, right?
they're dying on purpose to show off that dying is a thing that you can do.
Well, they have to show off that you can bring your friends back to life by beating their asses, right? That's the justification, right?
I feel like I may end up being a Guardian main. At least of the characters we've seen so far. We've only seen info for 5 of them, I think. Maybe 6. Oh yeah, 6. Yeah.
Well,
6 of the 8 starting ones.
I'll probably be the magic one. I don't know.
The Recluse looks cool.
Dude, the Recluse is like, oh. Yeah, I know it's about stalking spells and all that shit. I just realized that anyway. Are you slamming cheeks to faces? What do you mean? Oh, you just saw that emote. It's there, isn't it?
Number go back up. What is mine at? Because I've gone back to being consistent. I'm at that number. Okay. I wonder if I'm the highest at the moment.
I think you are. What is it? What's your number?
Mine's on 13.
I think so.
Because I feel like I may have remembered one, maybe two people whose streaks didn't die to one of the Google streams.
Hey, be thankful. I can kill your streaks again instantly with another gurgle stream if excellent whatever.
Not next week, homie, because I'll be up at 4 a.m. So you'll have barely started, and I'll have plenty of time.
I was about to say that also depends on excellent getting no wondering how. I don't know. Use the emote. Sly. I was about to have 10. You literally come in, say meow, and go away, and then come back later.
I have a controller in my lab. And I'm thinking, like, what do I want to play for a bit before I make dinner?
That is me every night.
I just realized I've been kind of yawning and like half asleep this whole time, and I was like, maybe I should actually put the controller away and boot some Helldivers to slap myself awake.
And you're just vibing, yeah, so ain't no shame in that.
Yeah. My mind is still in Persona 5 Strikers. I just want to play it, but I gotta wait 2 more days.
That's the problem.
2 weeks. 2 whole weeks, because Comin's not free next Friday.
Well, he better be free the final Friday of the month so we can go out in the rain.
Man, he just has a thing on that's been planned for like months. Next Friday. So I'm begrudging, like, okay, I guess I can miss 1 week of Strikers and do something else.
I stand by what I always say is just like, y'all have shit to do, just let me know. So I can plan around.
Yeah. Oh yeah, but it should be all good for us to at the very least we'll get all of the rest of the base game stuff done for DS3 on Saturday.
Yeah, I was actually wondering if you wanted
'cause we don't have much left. I think we just have like Nameless King and like final boss,
yeah,
right?
it's Nameless King and
we got the rest of Lothric Castle, but that's like a stone's throw. We just gotta get through the archive.
Seriously, the archive is just piss easy. Maybe some side quest stuff to do with the archive, because I've got all of the spells from the dude that I could possibly get.
We can do the Hawkwood stuff individually just to make sure it doesn't break.
Oh, I already went and got my Twinkling Body. That's what I ended on with Dark Souls the other day. Is like,
okay.
I was just thinking, you know what? I'm just gonna grab this. Just so it'd be one of those. I did this with my build.
Some of the other stuff that we either missed or would have required additional playthroughs for stuff, I just cheated in.
See, I knew you were gonna get reliant on that, or I guess one of us really.
I did a little bit of actual leveling, not like cheat leveling.
I haven't done any of that. I'm just like, I'm here. Good.
Actually, for full transparency, I did do one little cheat leveling, but it's because I died to a really dumb reason. I wanted to get some extra Titanite shards, so I went to Analondo to fight those Silver Knights. But while I did it, I had on the whatchamacallit? The
Symbol of Avarice.
The Symbol of Avarice.
As you should.
What happened was I did a couple runs, and then I needed to get up to do something, but I forgot to take the hat off. So what ended up happening was by the time I got back, I had double died to the passive damage over time from the hat. And so I was like, well, it wasn't a huge amount of souls that I lost, but I also kind of don't want to just lose those and like we'll have to, you know, re-grind the souls again, even though it probably wouldn't have taken that long. So I just gave myself another Deacons of the Deep soul. and just ate it just for 20k, because that's about what I lost. It's a little less than what I lost. And then I also kind of undid some retrospective mistakes, such as the Crystal Sage Soul. I was like, I'll get me one of those just to have the rapier because it's nice.
You could just cheat the weapon at that point.
I believe that's actually what I did. I didn't bother doing the soul and then transposing it. But one thing I will do legit, even though I could easily cheat it in, is when we beat Lothric and Lorien, I do want to get both swords so I can make the great sword.
I can drop the weapon for you, right?
Yeah, I was gonna say, using your legit soul to get the weapon legit, I feel like is a decent way to go about it, since you've been getting, since I've been hosting, so you've been getting extra souls.
Oh yeah, because like I was getting extra souls last session, but this session I'm hosting.
Yeah.
Cause.
But that'll help kind of bridge the gap a little bit.
Yeah, because the whole point of it is if we rotate out, then we're both gonna be at where we're gonna need to be for the next set. This is my thinking.
But yeah, I think we'll, on Saturday, we'll probably get, assuming we can defeat Nameless King.
Yeah, and to that I also pose you an alternative question. Even if we do end up bugged a little bit with like respawns, would you like to attempt to do the DLC?
Yeah, because that's been the problem, right? Whenever we die in DLC, it just sends us somewhere because the coordinates aren't correct.
Yeah, and I'm okay with that. It's just like a disconnect and reconnect.
Yeah, it'll just be, it'll take a couple extra steps, but it'll work. But yeah, I was gonna say, assuming we either defeat Nameless King or leave it for later, with our current difficulty settings, we'll definitely get base game done because we don't have much left.
Yeah.
And we could probably formally start the DLC. I know you've already run through a bunch of it.
I mean, I've only really run through to the chapel, and that's just running past a bunch of enemies. I haven't killed the dog. I haven't got the ashes in the tower, which is the whole reason I went in there to begin with, but it's one of those, alright, I'm currently under-leveled and I feel it, so I'm gonna run to the nearest bonfire. And try and grab some other things. Because there was a point I was like, alright, I'd like to see what's bugged if this is still bugged with the mod launcher normally, and it was. It's still bugged on with.
I think for an additional challenge for Nameless King,
he's already at 300% health, dude.
I know, but I think we should also just to you know, give it its due, for the significance of that boss, especially in the lead up to Night Rain, because he can show up just randomly. I think we should also Soul Link that. It's not something we've really done because typically by the time one of us dies, they're down to like 10-15%, and so we can just wait out the other person.
Ah, so you mean if one person dies, the other person has to just kill off? Yeah. Okay.
So yeah, my proposal for Nameless King is we either both kill it alive or we don't kill him at all.
We'll see after like 5 runs of that how you feel. Hi, Murphy!
I mean, that's what makes it more of a, I just realized that this robot's name might actually be a reference. I didn't put it together when we initially played this.
Okay, I'm assuming you're talking about realizing that Murphy was this guy's name. The music picked up and it's really loud and I can barely hear you, and I apologize for that.
What I mean is he is quite literally a RoboCop, and he's named Murphy.
Oh shit, that's a grab!
What the?
I evaded the grab. Hey Nuno, hi Shoujo, how you doing, honey?
Oh, that was fortunate. I always loved when that would happen.
Right?
You just happen to have an opportunity to either do like a Fable-Ot or Charged Heavy. And then it just so happens to be when their stamina's, like when the stance is breakable.
Oh, fuck.
I did like that mechanic.
Damn it!
too,
He got me at the grab. That's cat. No fucking way. No fucking way. I lived. And then I didn't. I passed my class. Congratulations, Shoujo! I'm so proud of you.
Oh, yeah.
Okay. I actually have to turn the in-game music down because I could not hear you through the boss music. Hold on. It was very hard. I apologize. I didn't think that through. Hello, Mystic. How are you? Shut up, Mystic, please. Thank you.
Yeah, I was waiting for that, or I was about to check the message log. Captain's log.
How was the stream, Mystic? I saw you being a sneaky little dragon gaming earlier. OBS doesn't like Oblivion. It really doesn't. OBS doesn't like anything, though. Like, realistically, OBS hates us all. I would like to find an alternative to OBS.
I wish I could actually blame OBS for the issues I've had, but it's literally just either my internet or my PC.
Well, sometimes OBS will literally disconnect and make some kind of bug happen where it crashes out my connections to everything, and it's just OBS.
I mean, that could also be true on my end as well. I just assumed because OBS and like basically just the internet connection on
What
that
is
PC
Meld?
goes
Mystic,
out.
link me. What is Meld? That way I can read up about it.
We are all waiting for Meld to come out. Let me look this up. Meld game. Meld on Steam. Meld is a mind-bending puzzle game featuring 200 plus levels and a built-in editor so you can create your own and play levels made by others. Master dozens of power-ups and layers of strategy to make your way through each level. Not that one? Okay. Oh yeah, because this game is actually out. Alright. Oh! Competitive OBS. Alright. In that case, let me search Meld broadcast software. There we go. Meld Studio. Go live with perfect audio and flawless video. Integrated with Elgato, Twitch, YouTube, and Streamer.bot. Okay. Built from the ground up, Meld delivers high performance for both Mac OS and Windows. Experience the future of content creation. Built to multi-stream, unlimited destinations, 100% free. Use the tools you know and love from graphic design and post-production software to craft awe-inspiring stream designs. All effects are highly optimized and GPU accelerated to keep your output buttery smooth.
Okay, first one down. I did use the ally, but first real boss down. It doesn't eat up resources and you can adjust everything even while live.
Built-in audio effects.
I hope it's the competitor we need because OBS... Slobs is not an OBS competitor because Slobs is OBS.
Well, yeah, it's the OBS part. Advanced audio capture, audio monitoring. Very nice.
I genuinely hope that's the case because I would like Slubs to have a true competitor. And I think stands it doesn't. Twitch actually tried, but they didn't they didn't stick with their form of competition for long. I can no longer even open up my Twitch studio to use it.
Yeah, actually, if it's less resource intensive and gets like at least a similar result output wise, then that'll be nice for you. Since you run so many different things all at the same time.
Well, yeah, but ideally if, you know, when I get the new computer, I can use this one explicitly to run my streaming program and just do what you do, where I just capture the monitor. Ideally, mind you. Oh yeah, and since you didn't use it, I'm surprised you didn't use it, Sly. There you go. Can I have uppies? Why you want uppies?
Oh, okay, all right. I'm
You
getting
want-
in on this. I'm
What?
getting in on this this program.
All right, elaborate
It's on the
for.
PC and downloading it right now. One very specific game changer for me is I was looking through and they were showing the tools for resizing things in scenes, and I'm like, bro.
Oh. Yes. That alone is great.
The immediate thing I saw, in addition to everything else, was it actually shows you the resolution of whatever you're changing, like underneath it.
Ah. Yes, please.
Yeah. For someone who's a pixel perfectionist like me, the fact that I would have to have the edit transform box open like away from it and like have to keep clicking on the thing to check back and forth constantly to confirm resolution stuff, I'm just like, if it's just underneath it, that's so fucking
And I don't even need it to give me the resolutions. I just like hardcore. I just would like to know that what I'm giving is coming out of good quality. That's all I need. Where is... It's collectibles, right? Yeah.
Hey, that sound. Is that you? I know that whistle. I miss Zach and Sophie and Eric.
Guess who graduated?
We could all.
Let's fucking go, my little picky butt.
Yes,
I'm
yes,
so
please.
proud of my little pet.
I
That's my
technically-
girl right there.
technically
That is
own
my
her.
bunny.
Hey, I wasn't even-
own that little
I wasn't
butt.
even gonna do that.
I know, but she got ahead of you.
I was just gonna let it be a
She's
special
finally
occasion.
graduated. Before she has to go back anyways. So, when can you do my taxes? I'm crazy. I'm dead. What? You studied business math. Dude. If I can find me an accountant that can get me the loopholes for, like, the streamer loopholes for filing taxes, I don't care. Yes. Because all the shit that I do, like, is annoying with how much
That's what I've been
I got
low-key
raked
scared
over
of
the
is,
coals on.
As someone who doesn't live in America, and have heard about how much of a hassle it is to pay taxes in America, not in America, via, you know, streaming stuff, I was thinking of like, man, low-key kind of glad that I didn't like take off with that, because having to go through tax stuff twice sounds kind of annoying.
Well,
Yeah,
if
it is.
Like kind of,
if I do
very
it
annoying.
seasonally, it's not as bad vis-a-vis streaming, but it's one of those things of like, unless you know what you're doing, you can't write off your games, you can't write off your art. You gotta,
Yeah, I
like,
don't know what I'm doing.
yeah, exactly. I don't know what I'm doing, and they rely on you not knowing what you're doing, because then they would have to pay you back more.
Yeah.
Guess
be a thing
it's
of
a
it's like-
graduated party.
Yeah. Wait, so like graduated, or like passed everything for this year?
I passed everything that I needed for my 8A. Then I got my bachelor's. And then once I get my bachelor's, if the business I need to get into needs a master's, then I'll go for my master's.
Ah.
Yep.
I stand by my statement. When can you do my taxes?
I'm dead.
What?
When I get
If I can get somebody to do my taxes, I'll let them.
If I get certified as a CPA, then I'll let you know.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I mean, that's the other side of it too, is it's a thing of like, you know, that exists, but it's a difference of, well, Nunu could pay someone to do his taxes, or he could pay someone he knows to do his taxes.
Well, it's not even about paying somebody I know. It's about paying somebody that knows what they're doing vis-a-vis streaming. Because again,
Yeah,
if
also
I take
true.
my taxes and make them quarterly as a part of the streaming thing, specifically for streaming, I will be technically charged less the next go around for taxes outside of my normal job, mind you. That one's still yearly. So is streaming. Streaming is also yearly, but it's actually smarter to make streaming quarterly.
I might just see what the monetization and taxing side of things is like on the YouTube side. Because otherwise, if anything does happen and I seem to blow up for whatever reason, I'll just be like, I think I would rather maybe just unmonetize it. And just be like, I don't want to do all that tax stuff.
I mean, it's all in ads. It's pretty predatory.
Yeah.
Well, I came to lay on the lap as my prize.
Thanks for keep. I see you're here.
You just come in here to pass out. No, I know.
People on the outside.
I know. I'm used to it.
Hey, I'm gonna be better though.
Mm-hmm. You better be.
I will. I am.
I can't always rely on doof man. Dude's a working man. I'd like to start streaming earlier. I'd like to start streaming earlier in the day.
Even when Doof, no, because even when Doof knows I'm here, he's like, he gives me like 3 seconds and then he does it.
Yeah, he gives you that window of opportunity.
3 seconds, and then when I finally get it first. When I finally get it first. Guess who's freaking doing my job? You, New.
Yeah, and I'll do it again.
It's just how I've always been. I have difficulty delegating tasks to other people. I'm one of those like, I'll just do all of it. It's okay.
I'm pretty much the same. I'll just do all of it if I
Trying
have
be better
to.
about it.
But if I can, like, rely on my mods, I would prefer to.
You can rely on me.
You just told me you came in here to fall asleep.
Okay, but that's today. I literally didn't get a lot of sleep at all today or yesterday.
Yeah, God, I
had
know.
to
I feel
finish
that.
My cat. I had to iron my robe. I had to shower and do my hair. I had to lay out my clothes and get everything ready. Make sure I didn't bring any bags and only carry the essentials because they wouldn't allow me with bags, which I understand, but still. And on top of that, it was a 30-minute drive.
Damn, 30 minutes?
Yeah, traffic was worse.
The city asked me, Vanini himself. Rescue.
Yeah, traffic sucks. I live less than 10 minutes away from where I work, and it always takes me at least 15 minutes.
I hate traffic.
It's not even my fault. That will be a little bit better though next week, since I'll be starting earlier. I'll be doing loading dock shifts all week because we're between people doing that stuff. And basically the boss came to me and was like, hey, so we have other people who we could get to do it, but I know that you know how to do all of it because you did it for years. So we thought we'd just ask you first, and then if you want to do it, then that's fine. And then that's good, but otherwise we can find other people. And I was like, yeah, I should be fine. I did lay it out though, I'm like, I'm not as physically capable as I used to be, and they were like, yeah, we are aware of that, so we will adjust things accordingly to make sure you don't harm yourself. But overall it should be fairly cruisy. It's just we're in like a spontaneous busy spot of things. And it also means that it kind of serves as like a pseudo extra week off this month that I'm gonna have from doing the specific work that I normally have. I get to take a little bit of a staycation and do some other job for more hours.
Hey, we take that money is money and all that.
Yeah. And it even comes at a thing of like, I completely had the like choice in the matter, because it was a thing of like, it wasn't a case of like we don't have anybody else that can do it. It wasn't a case of I am broke and need the money. Like, I'm very fine right now. I could have just been like, nah, I'll just keep doing what I'm doing. But it was a thing of like, you know what? It might be a nice little change of pace, and yeah, I think that extra money alone specifically is going to pay for Night Rain now. Now that I think about it. Because let's see, that's next week, so I will have gotten that money like more than a full week away from when Night Rain drops. Damn it. I'm looking at my Steam, like, ready to play it, and I'm just like...
3 weeks away, 3 weeks away, 3 weeks away.
No, I'm looking at Persona 5 Strikers, and I'm like, I want to play, but there's nothing left to do, and I can't progress. I honestly would just play it casually right now if Comin had been like, oh, I already saw that part when I was watching someone else play.
Speaking of, I still need Comin to...
Like, put me back in.
I need to see if Comin wants to sit down with me while I do SMTVV, because he's the reason why I have that game.
Ah. Yeah, it just depends on where the time can be found.
Yeah, I need
and where you would be available as well.
Yeah, it's just one of those, I just need to find the time to do it again, and I haven't touched it in ages.
Yeah. Because that'd be one of those things of like, if you were free on Fridays, I am sure Comin wouldn't be opposed to just like stealing my content for his stream and then also watching you play your game.
I'm fairly certain he wouldn't.
Sly maybe also got that game as well. Nice. We know that they know what you were talking about because you just said a whole ass acronym that could have meant anything.
I mean, there's only
talking about, then they know.
There's only one SMTVV.
Not just puppets. Almost every machine and tram and crot is supplied from here. You gotta be curious about the guy.
But yeah. Let me actually verbally say it. Congratulations, Vinny, on your graduation.
If he's still kicking.
Yup, she's dead already.
Okay. Well, there's evidence that I actually said it, so
Yup.
that's fine.
You did indeed say it. We are proud of the bunny.
Dang, it's already 3 p.m.
I know, right? Where's the time
I do
go?
want to try to actually get to bed a little earlier. It didn't end up happening yesterday.
I mean, you still got loads of time. At the very least, two.
I had dinner earlier, but
At the very least, you got 2
go to
hours
sleep
more.
earlier.
Oh, poor
I
little
definitely
kid.
meant to, and then I just ended up watching stuff, and
Oh, I do
was
that.
like-
I do that all the time.
yeah, and then I was like, damn, it's 9:30. I need to go to sleep already, and then finished watching what I was watching, and I was like, damn, now it's 10, and I didn't go to bed early. We'll go to sleep early. I was in bed because I was just laying down watching. Yeah, I ended up spending a bit more time on ZZZ than I initially intended. But on the flip side, all my weeklies are done. In fact, actually, not only that, my daily tasks for today are done because it got late enough that rolled over. So I did yesterday's, and then it rolled over, and I did today's. I think I only have one more thing to do for weeklies, and I can even get one like season task done as well, because it's just a bunch of dialogue that I need to go through. Some good old freebies. But I'm not super like I'm not as onto it as I was for the previous banner, because the highlight characters for these ones I'm not as like super stoked to get a hold of. So I'm just kind of like passively pulling.
Giggity.
Aiming to hopefully get one each, and then just be like, all right, well, now that I have the character at the very least, I'll just like save currency for whatever the next banner is gonna be.
I'm also kind of in that boat with one of my games, but I tried my high odd pull and I didn't get it, and it's just like, all right, I'm gonna just wait for that to go in the normal cycle.
Yeah. The sad thing is, even with my casual pulling on these current banners, I'm like approaching pity. I'm like, oh man, not again.
I'm going to poor little kitty you, and I'm going to be valid for it no matter what.
But I'm also getting close to my absolute freebie on the stable stuff. I got, what is it? I think like 9 to go, 8 or 9. And then I got my selectable character.
I really hope.
The only S rank one, the only S rank one on the stable channel that I'm missing is Colada, so I'll probably just pick Colada so I have all of the Bellabog Heavy Industries characters.
I know I said at the
Snagged
start of
Anton
stream,
on the last banner.
but I really do hope Arlecchino's a proper boss in the DLC.
That would be pretty cool, especially since it's set before this, isn't it?
Yeah, it's set in the past. And that's why I'm sitting here thinking, man, it would be great to have that kind of be a plot line that connects back to itself. Because Arlecchino calls us a murderer, and he doesn't really even know that we're actually killing anyone.
Yeah, as far as we know, he just talks to us on the phone. Although I guess he is also connected to the Ergo network, isn't he?
I mean, he's connected to the what the fuck they're called? Alchemist network, yeah, but in the phone lines.
Yeah, so
but he, that still doesn't mean
may have some idea of what we've been going about doing.
You're right, but at the same time, I would also like if we were the ones responsible.
If you can talk to people through the phones, there might be other people who would be like, hey, P did this stuff.
I mean, you're right, you're right.
I mean, the only unavoidable actual murder that we do is Mad Donkey at the start. After that, it is more like choice-based.
Yes and no. The dog, well, at the thing doesn't give us a choice. If we do not have the salute, we, however, only get the salute if we basically kill the muskrat thing looking guy here.
I suppose we also are required to, like, casually to kill all of the Black Rabbit Brotherhood as well.
Yeah, we do kill the eldest brother by the time he calls us a murderer.
Yeah.
So I guess maybe for that.
And then he's right, because then we kill the rest of them.
Yeah, but that's before
And
we talk to him again. It's true. He's double dead. We double kill the eldest.
And then optionally, we can also kill, quote-unquote, Alidoro.
Yeah, but again, that's after that phone call.
Yeah. And also optional, you don't have to kill him.
Yeah, but you do if you want to do somebody, fucking nerdy girl, her quest line. Yeah, Eugenies. Yeah.
Alright, I should actually boot something up to play.
You don't
Instead of just sitting here wishing I could play P5S. Hey, you got the knife. Nice.
Yes, and now I can swap the head out.
Yep, now you've just unlocked the element build.
Well, it's the lightest build I can go, doof. Realistically.
I mean, all I'm saying is that it's a really great base for any of the elemental heads, like, and you already have access to 2 of them.
Mm-hmm. Assemble weapons. The thing is, I don't like the dagger stabby.
Oh yeah, I read through the Elden Ring patch notes.
Mm-hmm.
And yeah, they just keep buffing everything Rolana adjacent.
I know, right? It's just like, man, they really love Rolana all of a sudden. Where was this, like, when it dropped? Because the twin moons needed to be stronger then. Rolana's weapons needed to be stronger then. But no.
But yeah. But yeah, it was that, and the stuff that I read through that was kind of funny was like, yeah, anything that is even tangentially related to Rolana got buffed. Even Rolana's cameo. They both reduced the wind-up time and also increased the damage bonus for the stance stuff. So now wing stance is even more stupid. It was already like crazy good when it first came out, and then it like never got nerfed, and now it's even better if you use the Rolana's cameo.
Mm-hmm.
And then they buffed the stances on, like, they buffed Moon and Fire stance as well. They gave the magic projectile, I think, additional range and damage, and then they increased the poise damage on the Fire stance. The friggin' crazy ass huge fire move.
Alright. The knife has a moveset I can live with for now.
You mean the pipe?
No, I mean specifically the knife.
But you're using the pipe handle.
You're just being a smartass, aren't you?
No. Because the handle part is what determines the moveset.
Mm-hmm. I'm referring specifically to the blade.
Yeah, but you said moveset.
I like the knife itself. I don't like the handle.
I will say this does look cool though. Like this combination does look cool. The little like capacitor, whatever it is, that like is on the bottom, like at the top of the handle before it would, you know, be close to the normal electro head. It actually kind of suits the hot dagger thingy because it kind of looks like a tiny little gas tank or a like pilot light kind of thing.
I know, right?
It's a good look when you look closely at it. You're like, yeah, you know what? Visually, that kind of makes a little sense.
I do understand one thing though, is like I'm not keeping this as my go-to. As soon as I can get the big fire blade handle, I am using that. But that's basically, at that point, all I lack is climbing the tower, and that's like a third of the game in its own right, though.
I don't remember all the weapons.
Hello, Kuro. How you doing?
I think this handle was one half of maybe my favorite combo of these customizable weapons. Hi, Kuro. My knee.
Oh, the picky bun is currently asleep, but she's graduated, Kuro. She's done a good job.
I do like the attention to detail of that.
Yep.
You know, that the handle dictates how you would wield the weapon, but then the end of the weapon dictates what the critical looks like.
As it should.
That's this thing of like, just because the handle is from a bludgeoning weapon,
hey, congrats, Vintage. I
make
know.
any sense
So
that
proud
you
of
would
her.
then like slap someone. Well, I guess the other way around. Like, if it was like the knife handle, and then you put like the billy club head on it, and it's thing of like, well, you wouldn't stab someone with that because it's a rounded club.
Doesn't change the fact that I'll try. Just finishing up finals, even though it doesn't start till 2 weeks later, but I have events happening, so yeah, I gotta get them early. I'm glad you can get them early. I know some professors would be complete butt about that. All right, I have full heals. One more try, you little bitch.
Bah, 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 bah. Ooh, a magnitude 9.4 magnitude earthquake on Veld has decimated a large terminid colony. Oh, buggers, when will you learn? Right,
They're not done buggering doof. They must learn to stop buggering.
It's not even a selectable. Or maybe that's why, is because you can't do that necessarily. Oh, because it's probably because of supply line stuff. Okay. Well, in this case, they get a pass. But a big chunk of the player base, occasionally, we get a situation of, like, people not getting that, like, they'll focus all their efforts on defending the planet that's getting attacked instead of liberating the planet that the attack is originating from.
I'm gonna do some Mon Hunt after getting enough classwork done. And sadly, I won't be working for a couple weeks because I have to rest my hand, but I'll be getting it checked in 2 weeks. Good.
But yeah, all that said though, me and the IRL homies, we were like, truced. It's a meme of a planet. We're so close, so we actually put in some effort, and it is now under Super Earth control again. Which means it should be safe for a while, because they would have to make a significant push in from further out in the solar system. Well, the Milky Way, I should say. They would have to invade from Tropesha to Ustotu and then through to Troost. That's their only angle of attack from it. Either that or just coming in from deep space and being like, surprise.
There it goes. But yeah, no, Koda, you should be resting that hand regardless right now. But I am glad that you are taking that time off. Man, booster glaive would be nice.
Oh yeah, I remember that one being fun in the early game.
Yeah, it's really great early game.
No, Kudo, this is by a entirely different dev team studio.
Mm-hmm. The only kind of game they had to their name beforehand was a very bad MMO, but it was a free MMO. Okay,
Yeah,
it wasn't bad,
This game was
but
developed by NeoWiz.
yeah, it wasn't bad per se, but it was just like a generic MMO. I only know because I played it for a little bit.
Ugh, this place gives me the creeps. It's like something's gonna jump out any second. It's okay, pal. Gemini's looking out for you.
That's okay. We can read what you type in. And also that's fully understandable.
Mm-hmm.
As someone who currently has two working hands, but often tries to type with one hand anyway, I understand. I understand the struggle.
I deserve that death. I just walked into that fire repeatedly. Man, doing Fuoco is going to be hard without having all of that physical defense buff. Fuck me. The struggle and suffering. Oh, sorry, the struggle. That's just me teasing. Yeah, you're good, Kuro.
Yes, yes,
Looks like a lot
Nunu
of people for bots.
is
are
right.
on
Technically,
Bosch
I
right now,
am
so-
the bunny's
Technically
owner, and I'm a proud owner because she's technically graduated. But right now she's eepy. She's like, I want my reward. I want the lappy.
I was gonna say for that before. I think the concept of wanting a reward for after all that is funny to me. Just on the premise of the way I am, I would see the not having to worry about it anymore as reward enough.
Yeah, but incentives, little personal incentives. Yeah. I would mute her, but like every time I mute her, she just unmutes and starts talking again. And so it's just like, all right, I'm just gonna leave her unmuted.
It's interesting that y'all can hear it, because I don't seem to be able to hear it. I might just be talking over it, and that's why.
I mean, I can hear it. I'm assuming they could as well.
Well, Kuro said they can hear it.
Yeah. Yeah, you can hear it ever so slightly. Oh, him trying. Hey, could you shut up, Viva?
Oh yeah. Oh, I was already on the right PC. I had to press my button twice.
Dango Dango.
I turned off my own noise suppression. For now. Or like give it a go. There was a dog barking. I don't know if you could hear it.
I didn't hear it. You were fine.
Okay. I mean, that wasn't why I thought about it. It was just coincidental. I was like, yeah, what if I did just turn it off for a bit? And then there just also happened to be a dog barking.
Oh, there goes the bunny.
That makes sense. Oh, never mind.
hello.
Hello.
I would hunt. I go to sleep now.
Okie dokie.
I thought you already went to sleep.
I did.
Now it's time for second sleep.
Must be.
Yes. Thank you for allowing me to lay on the lap.
Well, now that you can hear me, congratulations on graduating.
Yep. For the third time tonight, he said.
I realized earlier that I didn't actually verbalize it, and I was like, oh yeah, I should say that, and then you were passed out by then.
Yes, it was a lot. Good night.
Good night, Picky
We'll
Bun.
just bring this. What's
Now
Jesse
she's gone.
Jones?
And I'm assuming with that, good night to you as well, Viva. Well, I say good night to you. More like you're
I'll
probably
see
gonna
you.
just pip in the call and start a game, but still. The sentiment is there.
Frickin' heck, fine, I'll bring this. Stupid, indecisive brain. Alright, put me in. This came up after I raided Chesh one time, but I think the concept of a comfort game being a shooter is pretty funny. And it came up because after I was done with, you know, finishing up everything, I wanted to hop on Helldivers for a bit.
I mean, you realize, like, one of the games he always plays, he's also basically what you could consider his comfort game to be a shooter. Ah, they got me. They got me.
Dang it, complex stratagem planning.
Ah, suffer, it'll be fine.
Alright, where you at, tin cans? You're no match for me. Ah! You traitor turret! You nearly killed me!
That turret don't owe you spit.
It certainly doesn't, because they took away a bunch of the ammo they used to have. Oh my god, it's been so long I can't aim for shit. Ow, ow! Damn! That Marauder was gaming. Oh, that is a tank.
You're right, easy peasy. We schmoovin'. You know, you say that as well about comfort games being shooters, but you also gotta realize for a good period of time, like, our comfort games are also considered high stress, high difficulty games to begin with.
Yeah,
because like when I sit and think about it, is like for a while it looked like your comfort game was Sekiro or like Dark Souls or like Dark Souls 3
I would definitely, like,
or
play Elden Ring after work.
Yeah, and then Elden Ring
kind of falls into that same category.
We kind of rotate them out as we really feel. I mean, for fuck's sake, what is this? Playthrough number 7 of me doing this?
Right, but when I say comfort game, I mean like, you know, what people would do with a game like Animal Crossing or Stardew Valley.
I know what I said.
Where it's like, all right, I'm all done with my, you know, adulting for the day. I'm just gonna sit down and unwind with blank.
And you think that that's not what I do with this game? I've played it that much.
Right, but a lot of your playthroughs have been on stream.
Yeah, but I also count that because, like, a lot of the games I play are just because I want to play them. Like, that's why so many games have been started and stopped, is because I stopped wanting to play them. And it's always after work, too.
This Hulk is not backing down.
They don't like backing down, Doof, you know this.
Ow, ow! Who did that?
That Hulk. Came back to clap your cheeks.
No, because I was behind the the hole that I was talking about. Someone else shot me in the back twice. That was me jetpack. There it is.
Oink.
Oh, that's a patrol. Yeah, play with that.
I was really hoping you would jump out into the way of that ball. All right. I wish the axe handle was good.
Oh, I love the axe handle.
Okay.
They, like nerf it or something?
Nah, it's not good. Sorry. Good for me.
Oh, okay.
Although it's still one of the mid tiers to begin with, if I recall correctly.
Ooh, admirers seem to follow.
You carry goes for you can get your.
I think that was the one I was trying to think of earlier, of like what my favorite like custom weapon setup was. Once I'd like given a fair shake to the to the axe handle.
Best of luck. Best of luck.
Oh my god, I'm shooting like I don't know how to shoot.
Hi, Beanie.
Beanie.
Yeah,
Back.
Beanie came back. Hope you resting well, hon. Mm-hmm. Yep, Issa Sushini. Oh yeah, I forgot. They also need to go into the cult thing here. Three, create one. You who opened the door, be one with the great ones. I don't know why, but I'm kind of craving garlic bread, but I'm ignoring it. Because garlic bread's fucking amazing.
Yeah, garlic bread do be pretty top tier. No machine gun. No expendable anti-tank. What's a guy to do on the city map?
Get wrecked.
Hope I can find the railgun spawn. That would be
It's
nice.
1:30 in the morning. It's too late for food. It is. And normally when I get that craving, it's just like, all right, I'm gonna grab a stick of chewing gum or some shit. No, sorry if you used to get out of bed. You say that until you have to go pee. Doesn't matter to the bladder, as what I have learned. Yo, Kazzy, how you doing, little pup? Can you shout out Kazzy, please?
In a moment.
Okay. Well, they did drop stuff for me. Goodies. Thank you. Also, I'm okay. Just got off streaming. What you stream? DBD. Oh. Everyone just plays DBD these days. Didn't the event end already? Drink your liquids, guys. No. I drink my liquids aplenty, thank you. Yeah, I'm gonna get a new game Friday. What's your new game? What you thinking? Oh, I could have played Croc tonight too. No, well. This is more fun for me. See, that would be... we fall under being smart, and I'm not... Oh, you give yourself too little credit, Beanie. God damn it. I was not fast enough on that parry. Bro. Oh, man. I actually want to get Expedition 33. It's killing me.
Cool.
It does look pretty cool.
RE4 Remake also a good pick.
My mission is done. Back to sleep. Rest well, instant noodles. May your water be holy. Doof, help. What is Nunu saying? What do you mean you can barely hear? That sounds like quite a personal fucking problem because I'm maxing that bar out. Gave me that Lost Odyssey vibe. Fair. It's not even about it giving the Lost Odyssey vibe for me. It's a turn-based RPG.
Based on some clips I've seen, that might be debatable.
It's turn-based. You wouldn't think it, but it is.
It's turn-based for some enemies.
Yes, but I'm
As in
fine.
It is just their turn.
I'm fine with working around that, though. You know?
It is a funny take on that whole thing where it's like, yeah, what if sometimes enemies are just like, no, I'm just gonna like beat the absolute shit out of you. But I also get that that's just some examples that, you know, get clipped because it's funny.
I miss turn-based games. I do too. Hi, Wolfie. But it's also...
That's what was funny about that kind of thing. Because basically that's what Comin sent me when that game came out and people were talking about it. He said to me, you know, people at Square Enix be like, these turn-based games don't sell anymore, and then Expedition 33 be like, oh yeah, watch this.
Hold my beer. That is 100% what Expedition 33 did too. It went hold my beer. You're not dumb, Beanie. Nah, she okay, well she's not dumb. No, Beanie, you're not. Just confused.
Ooh, samples.
Ooh, piece of candy.
Tasty. Tasty.
That's basically what she's doing. Oh, a piece of candy. I forgot you were there. I'm slow, okay? You're tired is what you are. Don't worry, hon. Lay your head down and get some good EP, okay?
Yeah. Everyone has difficulty when they're tired.
Mm-hmm.
Like when I'm tired, someone can be like, all right, so 1 + 2 is 3, right? And I'm like, what do you mean?
But 2 + 2 is fish. I'm always, that's a lie, Beanie.
Oh, fantastic. The pipe fit like a glove. Well, like a pipe.
Yams, I'm tired. Head hurts a little. That one is you not getting good sleep. Wholeheartedly. You just like the rest of us. We have bad sleep habits, man.
Hold on.
Get wrecked, idiot.
Before all this, I'm told.
We got Jet Brigade on this planet, and one of them walked over fire and then jetpacked to try to come get me. And exploded midair from dying to fire damage.
Rip. He tried. I'd be asleep. A boyfriend DC'd from me because I'm alone. Oh, fucking just lay your head on the tail and get some sleep. Meh, well, I'm gonna go off to sleep. I have work tomorrow, then payday! Exactly. That's kind of my mentality. I get paid today too. It's already gone because of lot rent, but you know, I take it where I can. Money, honey.
I got paid 2 days ago.
Also, funnily enough, they also lowered my rent after last month's rent got paid. It ain't much, but 25 bucks is 25 bucks, you know?
Wow.
I had to DC for
Wow.
BF, call it a stream. Rip that poor BF.
First devastators, the heavy devastators I've seen so far.
Welcome to...
I am also only playing on 5.
Y'all out here bullying your BFs.
I know my way.
Or vice versa. Legally speaking.
Well, that's fairly close. I'm gonna back up a little
In the
bit.
case of Beanie, anyway.
I know my
That's
way.
why I said vice versa, hun. It's all good. Alright, time to put the coil head back on. God knows Fuoco needs the electricity to get fucked. Okay, then night. I can't wait for some update streams. Yeah. Oh yeah? Oh yeah, you won that! Ah, man. Let me know what it's like working with them, because I eyeballed their stuff. I kind of want to do that too. Don't get me wrong, I love making all of my own shit. And like using the art that I get for it, but there's only so much it does, you know? Let's increase throwing limit. Enhance Fable Arts attack. Yes. I have 2 more quartz, so I would like retain Gart, regain upon pulse cell use. I would like that. Lower the guard regain reduction is also really good. I wonder if the DLC will give us a new, like, hairdo and things like that. A new form. Nunu, I went outside today. You touched grass. I'm so proud of you. You didn't turn into a frizzy little doll.
Now that we have
And shrivel up.
That's why we're both. That's all I.
Oh, these are ones. Okay.
I'll use my.
All right, Sophia. Give me that advance. I even got the pupper up in the swing with me. I saw that. That was adorable. When I saw that, I was also just admittedly just thinking, man, this pupper really is just Beanie. It after that comfort and affection. It was covered in his fur, but worth it. Yeah. There's a reason why they say man's best friend, and dogs are great. I will actually say that dogs are amazing pets. Covered in his fur, but worth it. That's questionable. I have enough dander issues as it is with, like, the strays. that roam the fucking park. Worth it to love on the babies. You know what? That's fair. Oh man, this weapon slings so slower, ever so slightly with the electric head. I missed my knife head already.
Ow! Dickhead! One of my teammates got me killed.
It was not me this time.
Ah, damn it. Almost landed on it.
Okay, I have the heat radiator thing on. I should be able to resist a little better for Fuoco. Did I pick up a radiation item to like buff my heat resistance temporarily at all? I know I picked up the electric ones. Okay, well that's everything. Alright, Fuoco. You are quite literally all I have left to do here. I picked up one fire resistant tolerant thing. Alright, cool. Wait. No, that's for shock break and disruption. When used, it enhances resistance to overheat, electric shock, decay, and corruption. Okay, attribute resistance ampule. Okay. Alright, Fuoco, me and you, buddy. Man, I actually didn't think that would go, so one-sidedly. Like, he could have killed me, yeah, but like, each hit just did so much fucking damage to him. Just how much scaling is on the fucking one head's move.
What do we have here? A broken butler puppet. Yeah, I seem to remember someone on the second floor. Think it belongs to him? We gotta ask what happened sometime. Now's good.
Man. I remember when Fuoco was more of a threat. Is this the difference in worrying about capacity?
Ah, Eugenella, the puppets. I cannot shake the thought, but that's for the future to solve. Maintenance must.
Arrivederci. Rude. Down you go. All right. I can't just roll through explosives. Ah, yes. There's my motivity weapon. The wrench. I'm liable to die on here. Yep. Perfect blocker bust, and I did not. I busted. Ah, well. Vanini, get the fuck out of here. Hey, y'all burn, that's on you. Ain't my business. Okay, there's our first boss weapon upgrade, Matt. There's the carrier's amulet. I think I'll hold off and just worry about getting the liner upgraded for now.
Actually, I think at the start of the pilgrimage is a good way to stop. It's 1 in the morning. You know? I've put half of you all to bed directly already. Let me see who's doing anything, though. Make sure I'm giving y'all to someone. You know?
If it isn't my save.
The house, I am set the house.
Hello, Pulcinella.
There you are. Without if the why it's a grind. Then my just I will also I always
I think I'll hold off on upgrading my Legion arm. There we go. We have 2+3 element weapons. Well, element weapon heads. I'd rather have the circular saw. That's the electric one for my actual electric head, but you know. And ideally, now that we have the grindstones, we could actually swap out for a normal weapon typing if we wanted to. But I like the idea of just doing pure elemental damage. It's just how I am. I don't have any more things. I think that's everything that I can do. You know, aside from just like upgrading. No one has any new dialogue.
Thanks for keeping.
We're quite stuck here until we get Alidoro. Okay. It's doing stuff. Let me give love out to peoples. Oh yeah, at some point we need to do that new challenge right now. so we can get the charms. What do I want to go to? What am I feeling tonight? Yo. Perfect. Perfect. I don't get to raid this motherfucker. Give some love to this goob. He's an energetic little sweetheart. And now he's doing some Magic the Gathering. Card games are this man's passion. Anyways, that's quite it for me, you know. I am going to be crawling into bed here in a little bit. Get me sleep, because I'm honestly tired. Like, I'm more tired today than I normally would be. And I don't know why. I guess I'm really not getting that much good sleep lately. I'm always staying up late and then turning around in like 4 or 5 hours and going to work. And I guess it is catching up with me. I've fallen back into my old sleep habits with my work schedule as it is, and it's catching up to me. But other than that, it's okay. Love y'all to bits. Y'all have a good time zone. And I will see you all Friday with the Discord voice.